If you want to improve your fitness and running gives you sore knees and sore hips, stationary bike's going to be one of your best options. Concept 2 bike's probably the best one out there in my opinion when it comes to value for money and what it delivers. But you could have a watt bike, you could have a spin bike, any of them, they do a similar thing. Now the first thing we need to make sure we do is set up the seat correctly and the handlebars. So with the seat, we don't want it way down low because it just means that when we are pedaling, we're never going to get this leg straight. What we want to think about doing is stand on the back part of the bike and pull the seat up until it's around about hip height. Now believe it or not, I've actually nailed that right on the button for what I set this to, which is 19. If we then look at that from a leg perspective, my leg's not completely locked out. There's a wee bend in it, which means that I can get the full drive round. It's not going to overload my quads, it's going to let my hamstrings do some work as well. Next thing we want to do here is make sure the handlebars are set up correctly. Now, this is going to vary for each individual person, but ideally you want to be able to lean forward onto them so to support some of your weight. If you've got it too low and you're sitting up too high, like you're on a penny farthing, it's not going to work properly for you. By the same standard, if the handles are too low and you're too folded over, it's not going to work. You should be able, when you're standing, to think about using the top handlebars. When you're wanting to sprint a wee bit more, we lean down and we use the lower handlebars, and we can cycle comfortably here as well. For me, that works out at 15. The easiest way to look at it is the handlebars want to be roughly in line with the seat. We want to have that seat at somewhere around about hip height when we're standing on the back portion of it. The last little bit we want to think about is our damper setting. So obviously the heavier it is, the harder it's going to be. For me, the majority of the time, I have this set somewhere around about 4.5. Okay, you can work it out from Drag Factor if you want, but what I would say is you don't really want to be pedaling at much less than about 70 RPMs for a steady cycle, 80 RPMs to 85 RPMs for a moderate to hard cycle, 85 to 90 is where you want to sit for the 20-minute functional threshold test, okay? And when you're doing that, we want to be 85 to 90 RPMs the whole way through 20 minutes. That's a hard effort, but it's also a 20-minute workout. Anything above that, we're starting to move into shorter term and sprints. But I hope that helps. And like I say, if you struggle with hip pain or knee pain with running, this is a great alternative to help build your fitness.